Bulldogs apart. Pasco is just standing around. $20-0 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds still to be played here in the first quarter. So the Lion fans are getting their money's worth this year. Last year they didn't. They must have outnumbered Pasco in attendance by 2-1 in Pasco's old stadium, but lost the football game. High pass from center, but Conley puts it down, and the kick is up and good by Buckingham. And with timeout on the field, the score now in the first quarter, Kennewick 21 and Pasco nothing.
Remember the fun you had going through old photos of relatives and grandparents and then framing some so others could also share your heritage? Northlight Studios would like to remind you that the reason you have those photos is because your relatives went to their local studio and had their portrait made. May we invite you to do the same. Let us help you preserve your heritage for future generations.
Let us put you in the picture. Let us put you in the picture.
Northlight Studios, Pasco and Kennewick.
Well, with 2 minutes 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, Kennewick has scored again. It's 21-0 Lions. The Lions with 154 yards unofficially. Pasco with -4, and set to kick off once more for the Lions. As Christensen kicked the extra point, but it is Steve Buckingham kicking off now, as Pasco sends Willie Sims and Mark Davis deep with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. It has been all Kennewick. And Buckingham to kick off, left-footed soccer-style kicker. Waiting for the official referee's whistle. There it is. Now it's kicked, come forward Christensen, and he kicks it. Bowles picks it up at the Pasco 30s, over the 35-40. Bowles breaks it over the 45. The marker is down, and Pasco's going to get nicked for a penalty. What else is new? At the 48-yard line, was there a fumble on the play? Apparently there was. And Kennewick recovered at the Pasco 48-yard line. So a penalty looks nice right now for Pasco compared to a fumble. But that's what the Bulldogs have done here on the kickoff. As now Kennewick, which doesn't win very often in this series, they are behind 51-24 in the series. But tonight it looks like they are unstoppable. It is 21-0 Lions, and we're still in the first quarter, and it could be worse before this quarter is up. And they'll have a new quarterback in the game for the Lions. Now it'll be John Foreman, as they're still discussing it between the captains down below. I'm sure they'll decline the penalty if it is clipping against Pasco. They're talking to Joe Miller, the co-captain for the Lions. And it is clipping, and that'll be declined, so Kennewick gets the football on the Pasco 48. Okay, this is where the Bulldogs buck up or shut up, because one more touchdown would about seal it if it hasn't been sealed already. And we're still with 2:22 to go in the first quarter. 21-0. Kennewick is leading. Ball is on the Pasco 48-yard line following the fumble. Fumble kickoff that time by Bowles, who made a pretty nice run out of it, actually, before he coughed it up. And here's the play, and the ball is given away to Palmer, and he breaks free inside the 35-30, at the 25, to Shane Acklam. He won't get him. 5 touchdowns. Pasco is being embarrassed. It is 27-0, and we're still in the first quarter. Kennewick fans love it. Neil Palmer on his 3rd touchdown run of the night, a 48-yarder, and he's already over 100 yards. 110 yards and 5 carries. And it's Joey Christensen on to try and add the extra point. And Scott Conley to hold. Palmer, as Pasco shoddy tackling. The ball is on the tee, the kick is in the air, and the kick is good. And now, with 2:13 to go in the first quarter, it is Kennewick 28 and Pasco nothing.
Outfit the whole family and save at Haas Western Wear's Fall Clearance Sale. One group of prior dress slacks were $26.98, now just $19.98 at Haas. One group of mixed men's slacks, values to $30, sale priced at 20% off. One group of ladies, men's, and kids' boots boots, discontinued styles, super prices. Save on Western fashions and tack. Fall clearance sale prices in every department at Haas Western Wear, 310 North 4th in Pasco.
Neil Palmer has already gained 158 yards, and we're still in the first quarter on 6 carries. Dennis Banker has gained 71 on 7 carries. Kennewick rushing offense is at 239 yards, and add 21 onto that. That's 260 yards, and we're still in the first quarter. And it'll be Buckingham or Christensen, whichever decides. They both run up to the ball together, and then one of them kicks it. We'll have to wait, but it's Christensen lining up as if he will be the kicker. Pasco sends Willie Sims and Mark Davis deep. 2:13 to go in the first period. Kennewick is leading 28-0. Here's the kick. It is high and fairly deep. Davis runs forward, takes it on the 15-20. Up over the 25, heads for the sideline 30, 35, ridden out of bounds as he got to the 35-yard line, and markers fly. And let's see, what else? Another one against the Bulldogs? Let's wait and see. Ball was returned to the 35-yard line, but now let's check the penalty, and I believe it's going to be against Pasco. And it could be illegal use of hand. No, illegal crackback against the Bulldogs. Can't block below the waist on the either the punt or the kickoff. And the Bulldogs will be penalized 15. Boy, oh boy. Blair Foley talked about some bad years. I think this is going to go down as, before it's over, possibly as one of the worst games for Pasco if this trend continues, and hopefully it cannot last as far as if you're a Pasco fan. But right now, that ball is going to be back inside the Bulldog 20-yard line. And the Kennewick fans, which don't win often in this series, are really having a good time tonight. The ball is inside the Pasco 20. First down, Bulldogs. We're in the first quarter with 2:07 to go, and Kennewick is leading 28-0. First down, Pasco. Calling the play. Still Kerry Fink. Power I formation. And he goes on a long count. And he steps back. Quick pitch to Davis, trying to sweep. Nothing there. Dave Larimer, all Big 9 cornerback, knocked him down on the 15-yard line. What a play by Larimer. They've got an excellent secondary, especially with a guy like Joe Wilson on the other side. He's not so shabby himself, but it was Larimer that made the play that time. He is the defending all Big 9 cornerback, and he stopped him for a 5-yard loss, Mark Davis. And Pasco is second down and 15 yards to go on their own 15. A minute and a half to go, and we're still in the first quarter. Kennewick is leading 28-0. I formation behind quarterback Kerry Fink now. As he calls the play, again in a long count, he gives the Geyer off the right side, rips out over the 15, heads for the sideline 20. Lovell got him around the ankles. He slipped his tackle, 25-30, has a first down, and a super run, most of it on his own by Jim Geyer. The 180-pound junior took the ball over the 35-yard line, and what do you know? There's no marker down on that play. The ball's out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pasco first down. This is KONA, Pasco, Kennewick, Richland, Washington. 21-yard gain for Geyer. That was his first carry of the football game. First and 10 Pasco on the Bulldog 36. A minute 14 to go, and the clock has stopped as Geyer went out of bounds here in the first period. Kennewick 28, Pasco nothing. I formation, Humphrey and Geyer are the setbacks. Now they shift to split back, split men both ways. Fink calls the play, steps to the right side, runs the option around the corner. Got hit and driven out of bounds, and a super play by Joe Wilson, the cornerback. Looked like Fink had some room, but out of nowhere came Joe Wilson, the cornerback, stopped it up at the 39-yard line for pickup of 3 on the play. It's second down and 7 Pasco. Clock shows a minute 11 to go, and the clock is stopped as he went out of bounds. Well, no, marking only on the 38.5. Still give him 3 yards on the play for quarterback Kerry Fink running the option that time. Rossiter comes wide to the left side and split to the right. Goes Clarence Walker, who's in there now. Still Geyer and Humphrey, split backs behind Fink from the right hash mark. Bulldogs work. Fink again goes on the long count, steps right, gives the ball away. Humphrey drives his way out near the 45-yard line before the stop is made on it. That was a second down play. They'll mark it on the 45-yard line. And the Bulldogs now, and that carry of 6 yards by Humphrey, are faced with third down and a long yard to go. Good right side work that time by Keith Allen and Randy Clausen as they rip the Lions out of the way. One of the best power plays Pasco's had tonight. Kennewick still leads 28-0. A half a minute to go, first quarter. From the right hash, Fink calls the play. I formation with split backs. Turns. He fumbles the ball. He goes behind him and he dives on it back at the Pasco 34-yard line. It's just a simple handoff and the ball got away. All the way back inside the Bulldog 35 and Pasco must punt. Fink fell on the football, but clear back on the Pasco 34. It's an 11-yard loss. Geyer goes back in punt formation once more inside his own 25-yard line, but he won't get the kick away as the clock runs out here in the first period. The end of the first quarter here at KeHS Stadium, homecoming, and the score, Kennewick 28, Pasco nothing.
Jack Lee at the Chinese Gardens in Pasco hopes you're enjoying coverage of the Pasco Bulldogs on KONA. Jack also hopes that when you and your family want to go out to dine and enjoy the finest in American and Chinese food, that you'll pay them a visit. You'll appreciate your selection to serve piping hot to your table. You'll like the friendly service, plus the atmosphere in the Jade Room. For enjoyable dining, visit the Chinese Gardens at 4th and Court Street in Pasco.
Just taking a look at the statistics here in the first quarter as Kennewick 260 yards and Pasco with a +4. Pasco is in punt formation now. Bulldogs trail Kennewick 28-0. And we're just starting the second quarter. Kennewick looks like they may rush a bundle this time now as they send only one safety, a single safety. And it is Cal Lovell. Yeah, it is back on his own 40-yard line. Bulldogs come out in punt formation. Geyer standing inside his own 25. Bulldogs will be kicking from west to east here, KeHS Stadium, and a huge Kennewick crowd on hand. High pass from center, kick is blocked, and it's going to hit and be picked up by Kennewick man at the 25, 20, 15,